Hi friends, this is Miss Holley-Hall. Today we're going to read the book Freedom in Congo Square by Carole Boston Weatherford. Congo Square is in New Orleans, Louisiana, and back in the day when there were slaves, enslaved people in New Orleans and in Louisiana were allowed to have Sunday afternoons to themselves. And in New Orleans, they gathered in Congo Square where they could talk and see each other and perform music from their different cultures. And it was just a time that they were able to be somewhat free together. And from the musical performances in Congo Square, eventually the tradition of jazz music developed, and that's where we get jazz music today. So let's read Freedom in Congo Square. Mondays there were hogs to slop, mules to train, and logs to chop. Slavery was no ways fair, 6 more days to Congo Square. Tuesdays there were cows to feed, fields to plow, and rows to seed. A moment without work was rare, 5 more days to Congo Square. Wednesdays there were beds to make, silver to shine, and bread to bake. The dreaded lash, too much to bear, 4 more days to Congo Square. Thursdays there were clothes to clean, floors to scrub, and babes to wean. Spirituals rose from the despair, 3 more days to Congo Square. Fridays there were crops to pick, trees to prune, and walls to brick. Runaway, runaway, some slaves dared, 2 more days to Congo Square. Saturdays there were beans to can, hens to pluck, and folks to fan. Freedom was slaves' ardent prayer, 1 more day to Congo Square. Week in, week out, from sun to sun, always more chores to be done. And even as the plantation slept, wood was on the fire kept. But Sunday was a day of rest, when master charmed the weekend guests. Slaves had off one afternoon, when the law allowed them to commune. They flocked to New Orleans, Congo Square. Sunday slaves and free met there. It was a market and a gathering ground where African music could resound. Beneath the sun and the open air, the crowd abuzz with news to share. Grouped by nation, language, tribe, they drummed ancestral roots alive. They played triangles, gourds, and bells, bonzas, flutes, fiddles, and shells. Women in gauze, silk, and percale, men in fringe and furry tails shook tambourines and shouted chants as rhythms fueled a spirited dance. They rejoiced as if they had no cares, half day, half free in Congo Square. This piece of earth was a world apart. Congo Square was freedom's heart. The end.